Gandhi, Eleanor Roosevelt, Nelson Mandela, Henry Ford. These are leaders who trusted their inner voice.
Oh, you've gotta be kidding me.
Mythic Quest is way better off without them.
Damn straight.
This is our masterpiece. We did it! We really did it!
Hey guys, I'm Candace Cruz, and Mythic Quest fans, the time has finally arrived. Season 3 is now streaming on Apple Plus. I got to talk to some of the cast. The carpet's about to start right now.
We're going to a different office for Ian and Poppy. It's a completely different approach. Ian's going to try and help Poppy. He's going to try and be as supportive as possible, which is something brand new to Ian.
I mean, it seems like it. The dynamic duo between the two of you, even just in the trailer, is very exciting to watch. Now, this is your baby, Mythic Quest, and so many other projects that you have. Where did the concept come from?
Well, we knew we wanted to do something in the gaming space, and that actually came to us through Ubisoft, who's been our partner on the show, and it was because we recognized that it's a massive industry and a massive global community of people that hasn't really been portrayed accurately on any show or in any movie. So we thought it was a great opportunity to do something in that space.
He's always wanted to bring MQ to Hollywood, but I'm the first one to pull it off.
How could I not even be consulted on? My DNA is literally all over that game.
Gross.
So I feel like Poppy has gotten everything she's ever wished for in Season 3. She's finally creating a game of her very own. She's in charge. Finally, Ian is in the support role instead of Poppy. I wouldn't say that she handles it well, but that's kind of what we love to see, right?
We have to have some dramatic, elements, struggle, all of that.
That's right. Like, if Poppy could handle everything perfectly, we wouldn't care about watching her. I enjoy playing her falling apart 90% of the time.
Congratulations on Season 3. And tell me a little bit about your character in Season 3 and what fans can expect.
Yeah, so last time we saw Rachel, she was going to school in Berkeley, and when we meet up with her again, she sort of realizes that maybe she's not as cut out for this as she thought she was. She goes to school, sort of realizes everyone's smarter than her, and that maybe this is not supposed to be her path in life. So as we catch up with Rachel, she's in a bit of an existential crisis, but in a funny way. So,
as all existential crises are.
Yeah, from the outside, they're really funny, yeah.
So in Season 1, we established that Joe is kind of psycho and driven towards power in a way that's troubling. In Season 2, we watch that addiction turn kind of evil. She crashes and burns at the end of Season 2. And now at Season 3, we see what happened. She's kind of reformed. She's trying not to be quite as addicted to power. There's no tampering that, but she's a little bit more invested in her role as David Bertlesby's assistant, who's essentially the least powerful man she knows. And so she's still as intense as ever, but now it's towards things like making a cup of tea or tracking down a rodent, like we can still expect the same crazy hijinks that you always get with Joe, but she's just not threatening 14-year-olds the way that she used to.
Joe Manganiello? No one's gonna believe that he could play me. He's not big enough.
He's like 6'4".
6'5".
6'5".
The preparation of playing yourself on a show like this.
It's pretty easy, especially when I get to work with David Hornsby, who I went to drama school at Carnegie Mellon with. Wow. So we've known each other for a long time and have always wanted to work together. And we shot an episode for Season 1 that couldn't air because of COVID. We needed crowds, and that was right after lockdown happened. So I'm so happy to be back and in a more expanded role.
That's awesome. And what type of collaboration did you guys get to have just playing on set and, obviously having that camaraderie leading up to it?
Well, David hit me up in the weeks leading up because he said he had some questions about Dungeons & Dragons.
Oh my God.
Because there was actually a moment where it could fit into the script or there was something that I could say. And so I wrote him like 3 different versions and sent him. It could be this, could be that, could be that. And then when we got in there, of course, we just started improvising, and then, Rob shows up, and of course, his character and my character, me, we have sort of a showdown on set, and so we just start ad-libbing. So immediately we just start riffing with each other. So it was a blast.
Well, Dana's really grown from Season 1 and Season 2. She's really stepping into her own. So much as far as like in Season 2, she takes this leap of faith by asking Ian and Poppy to take a chance on her. And then in Season 3, we pick up the season with her really embracing that, but it doesn't really live up to the expectation that she wanted. Instead of doing her dream job, she's more of a mediator between the two bosses, so she has to navigate that new scenario.
And for anyone that's just discovering Mythic Quest, how would you describe the show to new fans?
Well, it's a workplace comedy that has a lot of heart.
I play David Brittlesby, who's the executive producer of the video game Mythic Quest. And this season, we can expect a lot of new, exciting pairings. We got a whole new office set. We've got David alone running the company, and we get to see how he does alone without under the thumb of Ian and Poppy.
How do you feel that Ian and Poppy have now left you completely behind, though?
Well, they boned me last season. They totally boned me, but this season I'm coming back and we pick up, and I'm doing stronger than ever. So I'm ready to rub it in their face.
So I play young Poppy. So going into this seasoning, I obviously watched a couple of the episodes, and I do have, like, Poppy has an Australian accent, so I did have some dialect coaching, and through that Charlotte joined our lessons, and she kind of helped me embody Poppy a bit. So
oh my gosh, that's amazing. So wait, you didn't have an Australian accent before?
No, I had to learn the dialect for the episode.
So my character is the young version of the main character, and it shows him how he had child problems with his dad, and how he doesn't really like his father and wants him to be out of his life.
Oh yeah, he's
You have made a huge mistake.
I am Elizabeth Grimm!
I'm building an entire game from scratch, and you're pacing around the metaverse.
I totally get it. I had to work with those wackos too.
Mythic Quest is streaming now on Apple Plus. I'm Candace Cruz, and you've just been buzzed.